I took the night shift because it paid more. I told myself I could handle it. The warehouse ran 24 hours a day, and nights were always short-staffed. Fewer people wanted to work when the world was asleep. I didn't mind the quiet, though. I actually liked it at first. No managers breathing down your neck, no small talk. Just you, the hum of machinery, and hours that just blurred together. The building sat at the edge of an industrial park, surrounded by empty lots and chain-link fences. During the day, it just looked boring, but at night, it felt completely cut off from everything. Once the sun went down, the only light came from the parking lot lamps and the rows of fluorescent fixtures inside. My job was simple. Inventory checks, logging deliveries, occasionally letting truck drivers in through the side gate. Most nights, absolutely nothing happened. That's why the first strange thing stood out so clearly. Around 2 a.m., I noticed one of the motion sensors on my monitor light up. It covered the far end of the warehouse, near the loading docks we never used overnight. I figured it was a rat or something. The sensors were sensitive, and the place was old. When I checked the camera feed, I didn't see an animal. I saw a person. They were standing between two stacks of pallets, perfectly still. I couldn't make out any details at first, just the outline of a figure facing the camera. I leaned closer to the screen, squinting. The person didn't move. I picked up the radio and called out, assuming it was one of the other workers messing around. "Hey, you're not supposed to be back there." No response. The figure slowly raised its head, even through the grainy camera. I could tell something was wrong. The proportions weren't right. The arms hung way too long at its sides. The head tilted at an angle that made my neck ache just looking at it. Then the feed cut out. The screen went black for a second before coming back to normal. The pallets were there. The space was empty. I laughed nervously, shaking my head. Old cameras. Bad wiring. I told myself that and went back to my paperwork. The next night, it happened again. Same time, same sensor, same spot. This time, the figure was closer to the camera. I felt a knot tighten in my stomach. I checked the other feeds. No one at the gates, no trucks, no other movement anywhere in the building. When I looked back at the dock camera, the figure was gone. I reported it to my supervisor the next morning. He just shrugged it off, said the system was outdated, and told me to stop worrying unless something actually happened. Something did. A week later, I heard footsteps. They echoed softly across the concrete floor. Slow and deliberate. I froze at my desk, listening. The sound came again, closer this time. Then stopped. "Hello," I called out, my voice sounding way too loud in the empty space. No answer. I grabbed my flashlight and walked toward the sound, my heart pounding. Every step I took felt heavier than the last. The warehouse seemed bigger at night, the shadows deeper, thicker. When I reached the loading docks, the air felt colder. I swept my light across the area. Nothing. Then I noticed the footprints. They were dusty impressions on the concrete, leading from the far dock toward the center of the building. Bare feet. Long toes. Too many joints. I backed away slowly, my skin crawling. That night, I locked myself in the office until my shift ended. After that, things escalated quickly. Tools went missing and reappeared in different places. Doors I'd locked were found wide open in the morning. The camera started glitching more often, feeds freezing on empty frames for minutes at a time. One night, the radio crackled to life on its own. Static filled the office. Then a voice came through .load.com. "You shouldn't look at the screens so much." I dropped the radio like it burned me. The final night I worked there, I decided to leave early. I just couldn't take it anymore. I shut down my computer and headed for the exit. Halfway across the floor, the lights went out. Not all at once. Row by row, plunging the warehouse into darkness behind me, I ran. I didn't make it far. Something grabbed my ankle, ice-cold fingers wrapping around it. I fell hard, the breath knocked out of me. I kicked wildly, screaming, and felt the grip loosen. When I scrambled up and turned around, there was nothing there. The emergency lights flickered on, bathing the floor in red. I saw the footprints again, fresh and leading away from me. Deeper into the building, I quit the next day. No notice, no explanation. A month later, I heard the warehouse shut down. Health code violations, structural issues. That's what the news said. Sometimes, when I can't sleep, I think about that figure standing between the pallets, waiting, because warehouses don't close at night, and neither does whatever works there now.